instead of big rim stuff, you know, kind of show you what we actually do more of. We don't generally get to show it a lot just because, like I said, it's grudge type cars. People race them. They don't really want to show any type of work they're getting done to them, but which I totally understand that. Like I said, a lot of these cars, they just build, you know, they put a bunch of money in to go fast and gamble with, so they don't really want anybody seeing what they've got done to them, which is totally understandable. But this particular car here, he doesn't mind. Like I said, we're just going to show some of the work. I'm not going to show the whole car, but we're going to show some of the work we've done to it. But basically what we're doing on it, it's a one-piece fiberglass, you know, front end. We're going to get it mounted up, and then it's also got a, you know, just to the window hood basically, and then, you know, a set of fiberglass doors. But so the way the front end we're going to do this on this car, the fenders and nose all one piece, but we're going to make it to where it's still removable. You know, I've had a couple people asking how we tube the front ends on Mustangs, and just give them some different ideas on how they can do it. You know, give them some pointers, and, you know, if anything, give them, you know, they might see something they want to do, or they might see something they like but want to change. But just anyway, give them some ideas, help some people out. But on the front ends, what we'll do is we'll actually mount the fender, and the nose will actually, and the hood can actually remove it one piece. But then we're also going to make it to where just the hood can come off it if need be. You know, it's nothing worse feeling in the world if you're on the starting line and something pops back and the car catches on fire and you can't take the hood off of it. So I always like to do both. And, you know, having the front end removable, the whole thing's nice, you know, for working on the car. You know, you can pull the whole front end off if you don't really care if people see the motor. Take the whole front end off one shot, leave the hood on it. You don't even have to touch it. Makes it easy to work on. You know, you don't have to worry about scratching the paint. But it is nice to be able to just take the hood off if you need to. So that's what we're going to kind of show you right now. But we already kind of started doing a little bit of the work on it. I actually got the front end pretty much mostly tubed. Like I said, I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to show it, so I actually didn't show any of the work when we got started on it. But kind of give you an idea. Basically, that's what we got going on right there. There's a couple different ways there's more than a couple ways you can do this, but the way we did this particular car, we didn't want to, you know, mess with the factory shock tower, so we left them in there. We did add the, you know, brace bar. If you can see right here, you know, you got this one bar that goes to the cage all the way up, and then we added the brace bar, you know, right in this area. And what that does is that just kind of helps support that strut tower. On this particular car, it's got what they call an outlaw style K-member in it. And anytime I'm doing a front end, I try to think ahead as far as I want anything that was removable in the car before or originally, I want it to be removable later. So, you know, on this particular car, you know, or Mustangs, Fairmonts, anything like that in general, the K-members are removable, you know, if you need to take them out. So what we did on this one is we did leave it to where you can, you know, unbolt the K-member still, and then the front tube section stays in place. But the way we did that was, you just, like I said, the K-member runs out here. We basically welded a tab on this side. You see it? Welded a tab over here, and then same thing kind of on that side. Welded a tab, made it to where it would bolt in and remove. Also, on this particular car, we went ahead and put the travel limiters on it, just, you know, while we had everything here. So basically got a nice, you know, multi-adjustable travel limiter on it. Kind of tie that in so that way you can get to it fairly easy. And then on the front, I want to show y'all the easiest way to do these front ends. If you're trying to make a one-piece nose come off, these tabs right here basically for like what they call a tree system, or, you know, a tree setup for the front end. And what that does is that tree goes out and attaches to the fiberglass or the front nose, and it'll be riveted in, and then later on it'll be bonded in place, and then, you know, it'll be painted over and you won't see any of the rivets or anything. But what that allows you to do is that all stays on the nose. And then when you get ready to take the nose off, you basically just have a tab here that locks it in place, and then you just slide the bar that goes straight across into it, and that kind of secures everything down. Just makes it easier to work on, like I said, if you want to take the whole front end off the car. But you can see, I mean, we just try to do like a little simple stuff. I mean, you know, try to keep the wheels nice. That's all chromoly. Like I said, we weld all our chromoly stuff with ER70S2. On this piece here, like these strut towers, they are actually awful to weld, but that is actually silicon bronze. So it's a little bit easier to deal with when you're welding sheet metal. So hopefully just keep that in mind if you are doing, you know, sheet metal welding. It's just easier to work with. As you can see, like here, same thing on this side. You know, try to keep the wheels nice. Try to keep everything pretty decent. And then on this particular car, what we did was we went ahead and cut the cowl off. You can see. Just leaves, you know, leaves a little bit more access for more room. Makes it a little easier to get to everything. Gives you a little, lighten it up and give it a little more room. And then what we did over here, I'll show you, is so here on the fenders, to make them, you know, make it to where you can get the fenders on and all, you got to come up with some kind of tab system, you know, to hold everything. So you just basically weld your Zeus tabs. Just to, you know, once you get your height right on your fender, you just make you some tabs, weld them to the body of the car, get that in. Same thing up here. You know, this one's got, I usually like to do 2 up here on the front, plus it's going to have the rail, but that'll actually hold the top side. Just make your little support rail to hold everything. And I'll show you over here on this side. So, same type thing. Just 2 tabs. Like I said, this car already had a cage in it and was actually bumped in the front, actually. So we actually had to splice back in. You can do that. It is legal. You do have to, there's actually a tube inside this tube. So that's what you can kind of see right there. We done ground this one down, but there's a weld right there where it was rosette welded through on a couple spots on each side. And there's actually a sleeve in here to hold it. So that is technically legal to do on a repair. But that just kind of gives you an idea, like I said, on the front end. We'll go into tomorrow. I'll show you some more. We'll actually get the front clip mounted on it and kind of show you how everything fits and go from there. Alright, we got the doors on. Got them fit pretty good. Got the front end painted. Got all the tube work cleaned back up and painted and everything. I'm going to mount the front end now and show you how that goes on there. Alright, so this is what I was talking about when I was talking about doing a tree. So basically, see how we got all the little strut pieces that go out and hold the bumper up. Kind of like in this area. And then they got pretty much 5 across the bottom. You see you got 2 over in that corner, 1 in the center, 2 over in this corner. And then I also have the two verticals that hold the front up. But like I said, that just keeps everything kind of tied together. I mean, you can see, the whole thing moves together. Like I said, once you get everything on there, you can just run you a rivet or a bolt in that piece there, and it locks it in so the front end won't come off of it. But that just kind of shows you how the tree's done. Like I said, that holds that front support nose up, and like I said, we'll get it all painted and get everything put together, and that'll finish all that up. We got the front on now. So what we're going to do, we're going to trim these doors out a little bit closer, get these windows ready to fit. But basically, they give you all this extra. So we're going to come back in here and just mark down about 1 inch all the way around. Just give us a nice little edge to attach our glass to. That way when we come back, it won't be as noticeable that it's got fiberglass doors in it. right, that's gonna wrap us up on that. So we got the front end all put on. Turned out nice. We gotta finish putting a few Zeus's on it, but like I said, you can see we trimmed the windows out a little bit bigger. I said on these here, what we actually do, I like to do, I use the door lock knobs to open the doors. The fit turned out good. Like I said, you can still take the hood off separate, or you can take the whole piece off, you know, front end off one shot. There she is though.